Look, did I tell you, did I record the other day? I'm not sure, but in case I didn't, I want to make sure I do now. Someone was saying what good advice he had, and the advice was do nothing. And nothing bad resulted because he didn't react to whatever the other person was stirring and causing, and he just didn't react. And there was no further fuss about it. The person who was stirring, well, it dissipated, the storm's gone. Whereas if you react, I'm going to edit here because I don't want to personally incriminate someone else, but if you get a bad text, just don't reply. If you reply, you see, it fuels another reply and the whole thing gets out of hand. And much evil in consequence if you're not very capable. Sometimes just, well, I think I can just accept that this is not a good text, or someone says something to you and you just no reaction. Not good, bad. It's as if you are not responding as a person at all. You're not there. And it's not there. You don't feed it. And you can be incredibly blessed by doing that. It's the great wisdom. I realized I had some problem that I put down a note for today to deal with. And again, I don't really want to give you too much details, but I do want to stir you to realize the reality of this idea, which is, I had a problem and I thought, actually, I don't think I need to do anything. The more I thought about it, I realized the problem just dissipated, it vanished. It doesn't need my action to put it right. God's revealing to me that, if you like, He has put it right already. And you, Marshall, have learnt such lessons from that as was needed, at no personal cost of effort to you, just by thinking about it in relation to what's best with you, God, and in the sense He says back to you, do nothing, Marshall. I've dealt with it, look. It's not a problem, in fact. Oh, wow. Thank you, Dad. Goodness. And the relief and the love that flows of gratitude to thankfulness to God. Wow. I didn't have to do anything. How lovely. Sometimes, of course, there is advice. Well, all you need to do is ask so-and-so, see what they can do to help. Or all you need to do is avoid such and such. Oh, right, okay. But sometimes you don't have to do anything. Someone makes a nasty, sharp remark about you. You just think in NVC, nonviolent communication training, you just think, wonder what they're feeling that's caused them to behave like this. Wonder what needs are not being met. Can I do anything about that? Not sure what the needs are. Don't think I can inquire at the minute. They look a bit hostile. It's just nothing, you see. You just leave it. And it dissipates into nothing. Whereas had you have got hold of it and replied back, this isn't so, or you've no right to think this, or, that's not true, and I'm right because of so-and-so, and no, you're not, they'll say, because you did such and such, you're a bad person, and, it'll go on forever. You're not going to be part of that story. No way. Just no response. Perhaps you can do better than that. Perhaps you can have a loving response. might not be able to say anything, outwardly respond, but inwardly you're just thinking, oh, poor soul. They're lost in some sort of conceived of hatred or problem or thing that isn't right from their understanding, and they're struggling with it. They've attached it to me, but I know I'm not causal. I am what I am, and I know in my heart I wish them well. They think I'm a deadly enemy at the minute. Well, okay. Not sure as I can give them much indication that I'm not, but I certainly don't need to fight and argue and prove them wrong, and I just let it dissipate. And it very often does. Or it continues for a little while, but it runs out of steam. Wow. It's not always the case, guys. Sometimes you know how to react. And, the way's forward. Sometimes there's no reaction is appropriate. Perhaps a bit more often than you think. And what will really help is our awareness of God in the situation, won't it? Not our total fixed awareness of the person, if you like, attempting to inflict damage or judgment or whatever, but our major awareness of the presence of God, our consciousness of Him, puts all things into their right perspective, doesn't it? Thank you, Dad.